Finally, the last of the scrap support is here, besides the Link monster. That does not count. We're talking about the full scrap support without Link summoning. This was the final card. This was it. Add a scrap tuner from your deck to your hand. We look at all the scrap cards that exist. We have all of these. The only things we don't have is the Link summon. There's no Link summoning in Duel Links. And this that summons in main phase 2. We have no main phase 2. So that's it. This is all of the scrap support in Duel Links. It's finally all here. Let's get to it.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Thank you, Sean Nutta, for the deck idea. He was not playing kite roids. I had to put them in, and I feel like it made the deck so much better. Surprisingly, this deck is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying this deck so much. We're playing Cosmic Cyclones to deal with their back row, which will also trigger the switcheroo to return a card in our hand back in the deck to draw a new. Now, the switcheroo is also good because we want our scrap golems in the deck. So if you have a scrap golem in the hand and not one in the deck, because maybe you drew both of them, return one back in the deck. So beyond that, let's talk about the deck. Also, I'll just mention this kite roid. If they attack you directly, you can negate the damage from the hand and from the grave, so it can negate 2 attacks, negate the damage. It can also help trigger the switcheroo, because not only are we returning the scrap golem back in the deck to draw a new, we want to draw cards like the Scrap Factory. So now, leading into that, the core of this deck is the Scrap Factory. What it do? Scrap Factory, all of your scraps gain a little boost, plus 200 attack and defense. When a face-up scrap on the field is destroyed on Chain Link 1. So if you do it on Chain Link 2, it'll miss the timing. So if you destroy a face-up scrap on the field through a card effect on Chain Link 1, you will special summon a scrap from the deck. Well, that's why we want Golem in the deck, because Golem's the one we want to summon. Then beyond that, when we summon the Golem, we're going to use the Golem to special summon a tuner. We play 3 different tuners, the Orthros, the Goblin, and the Beast. We want to summon the tuner onto our side of the field normally to then make a Scrap Twin Dragon or make a Scrap Dragon. So let's paint that picture real quick. What does that mean if you have a Scrap Dragon on the field plus a Scrap Factory? Well, the Scrap Dragon can destroy any card you control to destroy another card in the field. The Scrap Twin Dragon can destroy any card you control to return 2 cards on the field back to the hand. Then, if either of them are destroyed by battle or a card effect from your opponent, you get to summon your Scrap Golem from the graveyard back on the field. So it's kind of like Ascalon if you're familiar with Dragoondy, summoning a monster from the extra deck that would then lead into the Ascalon be resummoned. But that's basically it. So if they destroy your Scrap Dragon or your Twin, you summon the Golem back in the field. Now, sometimes you might want to do a super spicy combo and activate Golem to summon the Goblin onto their side of the field in attack position, because this cannot be destroyed by battle. So by doing so, and you have 2,300 attack while this is at 0, you just need 1,700 attack alongside your Golem, and then you win. Well, the Orthros or the Chimera with your Golem will have 4,000 damage over the Scrap Goblin, and believe me, it happens. It would probably happen like maybe 40 to 50% of duels where you will Golem summon the Goblin onto their side of the field. It happened a lot with me. Maybe 40, 50 is too much. It just happened a couple times. It does happen. So let's move on to the rest of the deck. How do we trigger the Scrap Factory? Well, the Orthros is one of the main ways to trigger the Scrap Factory. And we're playing 4 because we're playing 1 and 3 scrap yards to search the Orthros. If you have a scrap on the field, you special summon this. Then it will destroy itself or another scrap you control, triggering the field spell to summon the Golem. You're good. Or Scrap Storm. Activate this onto any of your scraps. It will destroy it. You also draw a card, and you send a scrap from your deck to the graveyard. That will trigger the Scrap Factory to summon your Golem. So even if you use the Scrap Factory on a non-tuner like your Chimera, you could send a tuner with the Scrap Storm, then summon the Golem with the field spell, and you are popping off. So also, what's good with the Scrapyard is early in the game, if you have no plays, search for the Goblin. The Goblin itself cannot be destroyed by battle, but if you have an attack onto it while it's face up on the field, it will at the end of the battle phase destroy itself. that will trigger the scrap factory. So if you open up factory and a scrap yard and no other play to trigger it that turn to then open up with your scrap dragon or your scrap twin, just search for the goblin, set it, play the factory, they attack in your goblin, they attack again, end of the battle phase, it destroys itself, summon the golem from the deck with the effect of the scrap factory, then the golem summons the goblin, then you make a scrap dragon, and you are popping off. Now, a really good play with this deck is summoning Chimera with a tuner in the graveyard. Now, the Chimera will activate to special summon any of the tuners from the graveyard, then you get to make a scrap dragon. So a really cool way to set this up is if you activate Storm onto your beast, you could send the Chimera from the deck to the graveyard. The beast will be destroyed. The beast, the Orthros, and the goblin, when destroyed by a scrap card, could add a scrap card in the graveyard back to the hand of scrap monster. So you'll add the Chimera back to your hand. You'll also draw a card, and then you get to summon the Chimera, summon the beast back in the field, or summon an Orthros onto the field if it was summoned properly. And then you got plays into the scrap dragon. Otherwise, the Chimera special summoning a goblin can make a scrap archfiend if you want to play this card. I never really summoned it ever. I don't think I did. Or you could use the scrap golem to summon the beast or the Orthros, and instead of making the scrap twin dragon, because this does require 2 cards in the field to send back to even activate, you could make a Vermilion Dragon Mech, pop a card in the field. You already know what this do. And that's the deck. The deck is surprisingly so much fun. Love the Cosmic, love the Kiteroid in with the deck, and this was just a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed playing the deck. Have at it, fools! We got the plays. We got the Banish the Disruptor. We got the Win. The GG no Re. We got Lethal. We got 4,000 damage. Uh-huh. Yes. This fool stands no chance. No chance. Let's get to this. Let's get to it. This is the way. I feel it. Get flaming. Quiet. You set a card.
My turn is complete. My turn.
It's time.
Someone's contemplating their life.
I
draw. I summon a monster. I activate my monsters.
Look who's back on the field.
From my hand, I activate an equipment.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Uh-oh.
Let go. My monster attacks.
Oh God. Sacre bleu. Yes, this is all according to my plan. Yes. I activate my spell. Bet you didn't think of that. 'Cause you didn't graduate school.
I activate my monster's effect.
Your monsters are... Wait, what's happening? Oh, God. Yes!
Activate my continuous spell, Ancient Gear Fortress.
Again! How many times do I have to summon this monster before you just accept that there's no way for you to win, little boy? Ha! Someone put their own monster back to their hand. That's what you get for not being a part of my class, Igami. Eat him alive! Woo!
Sorry about that. Never again. Thank you. Sorry. Never again. Cosmic Cyclone. Banish. Let's get switcherooing after we add our Orthros.
I activate a spell.
Return the golem. Hey! Scrap Factory!
From my hand, my field spell activates. This is it. I summon a monster in attack position.
Orthos!
No retreat. My monster
Activate! Pop the goblin. He's scooping. It's lethal. Guaranteed lethal.
My field spell activates. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
To the opponent. Take my goblin. You fool.
This'll pack a wallop. Attack with my monster. Sayonara.
Back to Fortnite. Yes.
You with a monster.
I shall turn the tides. My monster.
It's useless, Mako.
I shall turn the tides. My monster's effect activates.
Thanks for the baboost. Thank you.
Field spell activates.
Yes.
You were a worthy opponent.
A twerp.
He has an active play. Not good. Not good for us. All right. Now, the Scrap Factory misses the timing. So if we chain the storm to a storm, we will, in fact, miss the timing. What I could do is summon a Scrap Golem in the battle phase, which is not going to be that good. Oh my Jesus, let's see what we can get away with this. Maybe we could draw into a Cosmic Cyclone. Maybe. Draw into a Cyclone. Possibly. Maybe. Looks like Minecraft on most of the screens, yeah? Well, Minecraft's a fun game for kids to play, is it not? Send the Chimera. Activate the factory. Beast in the grave. Grab the Chimera. Well, we did not draw into a Cosmic Cyclone. That's not good. We desperately need that Cyclone. Yes, Dark Magician. You banished me? Circle. Storm. Get poppin'. Yeah. What could I even really draw into here? We got, oh, Kiteroid. Wow. We drew into what was good to draw. So very good. Very good. Very good. Oh, wow. We're still in it. We are still in it. That is actually amazing. Wow. Okay. But what's not good about that is it doesn't really help you get the field spell. We want the field spell. Love you, Dkayed. My girlfriend gifted me the sub. Love you, Habibi. At Hirori Hiki. Thank you so much. Young OMYY. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Thank you to your girlfriend for gifting that sub. Loving it. We can afford to take this, but, you know, I think I will Kiteroid it anyway. Stop it. All right, we got a switcheroo. We could switcheroo the scrapyard back in the deck. Cosmic Cyclone. Loving it. Let's switcheroo the scrapyard back into the deck. We still have a golem in the deck. Very good. We have 2 golems. Get returning. Cosmic Cyclone. Negates. No negates. Okay. Chimera. Activate. Come forth. Scrap Beast. Orthros. Activate. Pop the Beast. Trigger the effect of the Scrap Factory. Scrap Beast activates. Grab the Goblin. Let's get flaming. Don't you dare negate. Don't you dare negate. He negated. What a fool. It's time for Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon, get poppin'. Great deal. Get swinging. Let's go. Oh my Jesus. He's got the navigate. He's got the active. He's got the active plays. He's got it. He's got it. Okay. Focus. Focus. Activating the navigation super early. Okay. It's not over. It's not over. Kaiku, can't banish in the grave. Okay. Oh my, oh my. Get switcheroo, and I don't want to draw into the golem, actually. That might mess us up. If you have a Dark Magician in the hand, then you got me. You got me. Let's go. Focus. Brazilian, thank you for that free Prime sub. You can't negate right now. It's in his turn. Yes, I know that. There's nothing to negate on our turn. The negate is on his turn. That's what we're fearful of. Goblin activate. Scrap Factory, come forth. Goblin, add the Chimera. Oh, the negates. The negates. The negates. Focus. Kiteroid. Let's return this fool back in the deck. Chimera activates. Come forth, Orthros. Take a Shokan into a Scrap Dragon. Activate. Pop. Pop. Walla D? Are you kidding me? All's navigates are gone, right? All 3 navigates are gone. Gone. Return. Return. Woo, this deck is lit. Let's go. You can't give me the D, Mako. Yes! Yes! How did we win that? We drew into a Kiteroid. Kiteroid is so good. You got to play Kiteroid in this deck. This is amazing. This deck works. I did not expect for this deck to work out this well. I am so pleasantly surprised. I am loving it. That was an incredible duel. Let's go.